All right, Chad Smith here again. Welcome to Lakes Processing, home of award-winning meats. I'm doing a broadhead test today. We slaughtered a beef 2 days ago, and I kept a chunk of hide off each side. And that should give a consistent medium. I've got 5 or 6 different kinds of broadheads, and then Bob's gonna bring a kudu later. So anyway, let's get to it. About 29. That wasn't bad.
Went in like last year.
Alright, both of you watch that scale and tell me where.
Mine. 13.
13.
As high as I see.
Well, I might be buying some of these, Bob.
Yeah, I love these things.
That's crazy.
They're scary, aren't they?
Oh, well, that's awesome though. I mean, that takes nothing to get through the hide. Can you watch the scale?
Yeah. Oh, I went to 20 something.
26.
Yeah, we got hung up here. Yeah, we got hung up
On the wing.
Yeah, on the wings, yeah. That's a heck of a test you got.
Well, this is thicker than what you're going to shoot up now. Alright, you ready?
12.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
$120.
And that's a solid.
Yeah, solid.
This is Slick Trick 125. Film it, but you gotta watch that. You gotta watch that scale. You watching it?
Yep. I seen 70 something.
70 something. That's the other Slick Trick took that too.
Yeah.
Alright, Montech 100. Let's see if they're cut on Montech.
Wow.
13.
13.
13 for us. That's great. That's great. Alright.
100 pounds?
Over 100 and it wouldn't go through. Alright, so.
Yeah, you're in the hundreds.
Yeah, it's not going through.
Like it's
What's your draw weight?
In the meat business. Alright, so this is that Montech. Hold on. Just get a good piece of hide, but.
What?
Wow.
Doesn't it whistle through?
Shoot this.
Alright, so here's the results of our broadhead test. We did a quick and dirty broadhead test at the meat market. We had a chunk of beef hide I saved when we slaughtered this week. We have an accurate scale, so we decided to see what's what as far as penetrating that type of hide. I know it may not be applicable completely, but that's a thick chunk of hide, and there was some major differences here. So any of the expandables, you can't push them through that hide. Can't get them through. That's all I'm going to say, because that's just a fight. But the chisel tips, I'm a fan of Slick Trick. I thought they were great. Anything with a chisel tip took at least 60 pounds. The Ranch Fairy preaches cut on contact. He may be nuts, but I think he knows what he's talking about. Montech, huge surprise. That's an out of the package broadhead, cut on contact, razor sharp. What was it, 12, 13 pounds to push it through? It went through so easy, I was blown away. The only one that rivaled that was the Kudu 100. The Kudu 125, also, what was that, 26 pounds? That's pretty decent, but that one is 1.25 inches, so you're pushing a 1/4 inch more blade through, but they are super sharp. The problem with Kudu, or not the problem, but if you're going to sharpen those blades, there's a learning curve because they're curved, so you got to hand sharpen them, you can't use a jig. The Black Hornets, out of the package, Magnus has great reviews, I'd say. But I got the what is it called? The Stay Sharp jig from the guys in Wisconsin, and little learning curve to that, but they have a video. Watch that, and I got them fairly sharp. So factory edge, 54 pounds to shove it through. That's also an 1.25 inch broadhead, though. It's a thick double, or wide. And once I sharpened it, 29 pounds. So right in there with the Kudu 125. So, and they come super sharp. So the other one that was a little surprising to me was the wide broadhead. That took, or the solid broadhead, solid 100. That took 12 pounds. That went through super easy too. The only problem with that is Bob said they are fragile. They break. You can break them. And the Kudu, he said he's put through his metal target, or his frame of his target is metal, and you can't break them. They're just, Kudu is solid. So anyway, I would say anything you get out of this, if you're going to shoot a fix, Montech is solid. Out of the package, that was so impressive. I'm going to buy a package. They're $10 off right now. So they're $40 plus you get $10 off through November, I think. But yeah, so that was through a chunk of 1/4 inch beef hide, as consistent a chunk as I could get off the sides when we slaughtered, and take what you will out of it. But I am going to get some Montechs for backups. I'm going to use those Hornets. They have definitely, they're using thick blades on the Hornets, thick on the Kudu. You're not going to break those if you hit bone. The Montech, that's thinner steel, so it might break, but it seems pretty solid. But out of the package, especially for whitetail, no brainer. That's pretty amazing. So anyway, I hope you got something from this. We're going to try some more tests. We got to get, if somebody wants to send me some ballistic gel, otherwise we're going to just use foam. But once you get into plywood and stuff like that to simulate bone, I can save all the bones I want, but when I shoot them through a shoulder blade that I save, they vary in thickness, so I can't make it exact. So if you have some ideas, hit me up. Alright, I was finishing that video and I thought of one more thing. I know guys like to shoot expandables, and that's fine. I shot them before because I couldn't get very good flight out of fixed blades. If you want to shoot big fixed blades like this, there's a few things you got to do. First of all, your bow's got to be tuned. Your shop can get you close. I'm just going to go over the things that help me get to where my tuning, where this big fixed blade will go the same as my field tips. The shop will get you close. Then you go home, look up bow tuning online. Lancaster Archery has a walk back bow tuning video where you shoot at the tape, vertical and horizontal. First at 10 and 20 and get that the same. Adjust your rest or your string loop, and then left and right and adjust your rest. Once you have that dialed, your bow is tuned solid. With the newer Matthews bows, that grip tends to make you want to torque. Watch your top cam or have somebody watch it when you draw. That string's got to be coming off straight. If it's coming off to the side, when you're shooting your arrow, that thing is whipping a corner right away. And if your flight is like this, your fixed blades, they are not going to fly straight. So get that. The next thing, which nobody wants to do, well, maybe not, but if you're over 60 pounds, you should be shooting 300 spine. 340s are too light, in my opinion. You want to shoot 340s, go ahead. But a 300 is a little heavier, stiffer. It's going to fly like a dart. If you can see your vanes whipping, you got an issue, and fixed blades aren't going to fly well. The other thing, this arrow is 532. It's a 300. It's a 300 spine at 28.5, and I've got a 75 brass insert in the front. The nice thing about this setup is you can incrementally move it. So I might be able to have Josh show how he builds these arrows, but you can put a regular insert, you can put 50, you can put 75, but he hot glues them. So if you shoot them, and then you can go with 100 or 125 grain tips, and you can find the combo that flies good out of your bow. I think this is a 17% FOC. So I'm sitting about where I want to be with 532 grains. But once you find that combination, you can put a scoop shovel on the front, it shoots fine. I know I'll catch some flack for that. But so if it's if that's the problem, is you want to shoot expandables because your arrows won't group with a tip like that, then go through those steps, and once it groups, you'll be throwing some more weight too. Your pins are going to be gapped a little more. You're going to have to range your targets, but it'll hit like a freight train, and that's the whole point. But yeah, that's kind of how you go through that.